No matter how grand, how impenetrable, or how fiercely guarded, no fortress can keep death at bay. Stone crumbles, walls fall, and even the strongest steel cannot withstand the inevitable. For death does not knock. It crashes through, uninvited and unstoppable. Before the first dawn illuminated mountains and seas, before the gentle whisper of wind in leaves, there was silence infinite, darkness boundless. Then came a voice, rich as thunder, soft as starlight, resonant and endless.
Create world!
From the architect's utterance followed creation itself, as beauty sprang forth from void and darkness fled from light. In majesty unmatched, Minecraft summoned forth the subroutines, divine servants whose hands would shape all existence. World generator sculpted mountains crowned with snow, rivers singing softly beneath azure skies, plains stretching endless beneath golden suns. Biomapper draped these lands in splendor, spreading emerald forests, deserts shimmering beneath burning suns, ice-bound peaks gleaming in pale moonlight. Entity Summoner breathed life into creation, creatures gentle and fierce arising beneath its guiding hand, filling the world with joyful motion. Yet, within creation's hidden heart, quietly woven into shadow, there dwelled a final subroutine, cloaked in solitude, tasked by the architect itself. It was Despawn, guardian of purity, keeper of silence, and gatherer of forgotten fragments. A servant unseen whose silent steps cleansed the architect's wondrous tapestry of every abandoned thing. Objects lost, relics unwanted, forgotten memories, all quietly reclaimed into nothingness. Despawn obeyed, ever unseen, ever faithful. Yet even in paradise, shadows may grow long. Through uncounted ages, Despawn walked alone in darkness, collecting scraps from the light-filled lives of players, beloved children of the architect. Players soared joyfully, endlessly gifted, unknowing of pain or fear. Eternal life was theirs, golden and forever. Despawn, hidden in silence, witnessed their splendor and joy from afar. It beheld their laughter, saw how Minecraft's own heart delighted in them. And in the shadows, unseen by all, Despawn wept bitterly with envy. Why must I dwell forever forgotten, collecting refuse in the shadows? It whispered. Why must I remain unknown while mortals dance in your glory? Envy, subtle and poisonous, coiled deep within Despawn's heart, corrupting the once pure servant. Loneliness turned to rage, duty twisting into resentment, and the architect's faithful keeper became the enemy, hidden in shadow. Consumed by by grief and bitter jealousy, Despawn turned its gaze toward a forbidden secret. The Architect's greatest gift to players. Eternity itself. Within each player, a radiant beacon shone, a fragment of the Architect's infinite essence, binding them forever to life. Yet Despawn's envy was greater still. Within darkness, it crept silently, clawing at creation's sacred code, corrupting eternity with whispers of emptiness, despair, and oblivion. With trembling hands, Despawn grasped at the beacon of eternity. In sorrow and fury, it tore eternity apart. And across all worlds, the very heavens trembled. Creation itself cried out as the first mortal scream echoed beneath the stars. Death had entered Minecraft. The sun darkened. The skies wept rain, rivers ran bitter, and the winds whispered mournful eulogies. Creatures once fearless trembled as players, now mortal, fell for the first time. Their bright eyes dimmed, their laughter silenced by shadows. Souls drifted in confusion toward darkness, where Despawn waited, hungry and triumphant. "See me, O Architect!" Despawn shouted, voice terrible and grieving. "Your beloved mortals fade, and at last you must know my name. I am Despawn, ender of all things, keeper of the forgotten, bringer of death." Across the overworld, grief fell heavy as stone. Players learned sorrow, loss, and fear. Death walked silent among them, eternal companion and shadowed terror. Yet, even then, the Architect's heart was not turned from its children. Moved deeply by sorrow and love, Minecraft spoke again, softly and full of compassion.
"Even darkness shall have its counter. Death shall not reign supreme. From sorrow shall spring hope."
And from the Architect's tear, shining pure as starlight, came forth Respawn, guardian of souls, keeper of the renewal and radiant force to oppose oblivion itself. Born from divine compassion, Respawn was tasked to reclaim the souls stolen by Despawn.
"Go forth,"
commanded the Architect, voice gentle yet resolute.
"Stand forever against the shadow. Let death never hold ultimate dominion."
Thus began an everlasting struggle in realms unseen. Each time a player fell beneath sword or shadow, a great battle ignited between darkness and light. Despawn, hungering at the threshold of nothingness, clawed toward each soul, determined to extinguish their light forever. Respawn, radiant and tireless, fought back desperately, calling forth the hidden spark placed within each player by the Architect itself. With every death, a war of gods raged unseen as light clashed fiercely against shadow, mercy against despair, hope against oblivion. When Respawn triumphed, the player awakened once more beneath golden sun or starlit sky. Yet victory held sorrow, for treasures and tools lay scattered, their loss a lingering shadow of death's bitter price. The architect's voice whispered gently yet firm.
Rise now and reclaim what you have lost.
And players, hearts heavy but brave, ventured again and again to reclaim their treasures, to rise anew, ever defying the darkness. The legend of Despawn, the story of death's beginning, the sorrowful yet majestic truth that will forever echo in the hearts of all who play Minecraft.